Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Hooms Podcast. It's December 11th, 2023. It's 5:55 a.m. in the morning. Just got off work. Judah went off to dialysis early. So, instead of sleeping and getting some rest, because it's still Amazon peak. As I'm recording this, it's still Amazon peak. So, I'm still dealing with that. No sleep. Um, yeah. So, fuck it, whatever. I'm going to record. Just real quick, at the end of this episode, I'm gonna make this one kind of quick. I am gonna rest because I've been feeling sick. This is the most sick I've ever been in a long time. No control of my nostrils. Just feeling just woozy all the time. I know I'm getting to the age where I need to take my like multivitamins and all that good stuff. I just need, once I get back to order, once this peak is over with and I can like get some like real rest, I can get back to normal. I'm gonna start taking care of myself. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it short because the last episode, at the end of this episode, is going to be a a very rushed, like a synopsis episode that I did record. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago because at the beginning of peak, I had created this like wonderful schedule, right? Like get off work, record the podcast, get off work, go to school, get off work. I had all this stuff keep me busy, kept it full. I knew I couldn't do much during peak anyway. So, but I like if I stick to the schedule, I can still get some stuff done, right? And on this random Tuesday, my recorder chose to just fuck me. It just messed me up, man. Uh, 50 minutes of like a really good episode too, and no error, nothing. It just chose to just not have it when I hit stop recording. It just messed me over. But whatever, right? So at the end of this episode will be me doing like a really fast version of the 50 minutes, like 50 minutes wrapped up to 9 minutes. So I try. You know what's funny? A lot of the jokes that I do on this show are improvised. I don't write all this stuff down. I just kind of like just talk until I don't feel like talking anymore. So when that episode aired out, the original one, the 50 minute one, right? I tried to do it again, and I remember some of the jokes that I told, and I tried to retell them, and I just didn't feel it. I just wasn't feeling those jokes. So when you listen to the end of this episode and you listen to some of the jokes I tried to tell and they just not landing, um, it's because I wasn't feeling them anymore. It's just how it is. It was like I'm already talking to myself already. So whatever. That's just what's happening at the end of this episode. So anyway, I got real discouraged after that. That's why I didn't have an. It's why it's only been like maybe two Hooms episodes in the last couple, like last month. That's what happened. Just letting y'all know. All right. Um, tell y'all what happened when I went to WinCo the other day. Right. WinCo 24-hour store. Love it. Right. I go there at 1 o'clock in the morning and I got some spaghetti because I'm finna get ready for the week, finna meal prep. Right. So I got like 6 items. Uh, and it's a older Mexican couple. They could have been brothers, sister and brother, but I thought they was a couple. Especially since I thought he might have been gay. But whatever, it don't matter. They was there. It was in front of me. The lady, she was like, "You want to get in front of me?" Because they had like a food stamp worthy worth of groceries, right? like a whole cart worth of stuff. She's like, "You want to go?" Because I only had a few items. I'm like, "Sure." And as I was going to go around her, this dude pops up and just kind of like declines it. You're like, "No, no, right? No," and just start throwing their groceries onto the stuff. I don't ask for that stuff. I don't ask to do it. We make eye contact. I let you decide, the person that's in front of me, if you want to be friendly, let me in. I wasn't planning on. I was planning on waiting in the first place, so it didn't really bother me. It did kind of piss me off because yeah, I already now you put this in my mind that I was gonna get in front of you. I was gonna save 2 minutes, but now you took it away from me for whatever reason, right? Of course, you want to go towards racism, but I think it's just good old fashioned Texan impatience. That's what that is. That's what I think it is. And it's and it's getting to the Mexicans as well. Just for no reason. It was 1:30 in the morning. I already got a rule where I'm not finna argue with you anyway. I'm not finna argue with you. I like already because I'm fat. I'm not finna argue in a food establishment because I'm already fat. And like that's my rule. That's my number one rule. It's like you jump in front of me, I'm gonna let it slide. I might be pissed off, but whatever. I'm not gonna be the fat guy arguing at the food place. All right, that's not what I'm gonna do. I'll be on Facebook, Twitter, all of them immediately. Fat man, yeah, whatever. You get the point. um, but yeah, it ticked me off, but like I wasn't really tripping because I was already planning on waiting anyway. I thanked her. She trying to like not look at me anymore because she was embarrassed. I get it, whatever. I'm not mad at her. But what's funny, they ringed up all their stuff, and WinCo has this double lane thing because you have to bag your own stuff like it's Aldi's, right? So they had this double lane after you check out, and they had all their groceries, and I checked my stuff out, paid for it, and they put it in my lane. I bagged my stuff, and they weren't even like 25% done bagging. So it's like they could have waited. And he wasn't. What was funny? He wasn't even helping her bag the stuff. He kept like circling around. So it was like you just wasting time. Like what are you doing? You're looking like gay Super Mario. Like any minute now, he's gonna be like, "Wahoo!" Like fuck it, whatever. Fucking asshole. There was no point. It was like like I said, it was no point for me to get mad about it. It did tick me off because you put it in my mind like it was gonna happen. A lot of crazy stuff happens early in the morning at WinCo. I mean, I guess that's any place for real. Sorry, had to take a drink. Um, I don't know if I told this. The other crazy story at WinCo. If I'm repeating myself, I know this was like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. If I did say it on the show or on a couple of blurs, I apologize if I am repeating myself. But same place, same WinCo. Yeah, this is like 5 in the morning, and I'm coming up. It's another couple. This time it was a couple because they're young and you just know, right? Unless they were brother and sister. I don't fucking know. You never know. Anyway, tall guy, shorter girl. I come in. I just got off work because I remember having the vest on. It was a little dirty. I mean, it was the end of the week. I mean, it's dirty. Whatever. It's the vest. I grab my stuff and I pull up to the lane, and he looks at me, and me having decades of being a fat man, I know what people do when they look at me. Look at me and how they like interact with somebody else. I know when they talking shit about me. So he gave me that look, and then he smirked, and then he like leaned over to the girl who wasn't looking at me. She was like counting money or waiting for the cashier to finish ringing their stuff up. He was whispering something in her ear, and she laughed. So I know they was talking shit. That's not me being insecure. I just know they was talking shit about me. What they said, I don't know. It could have been being fat. It could have been, look how dirty he is. I don't know. Fuck me for getting off of work. Person getting donuts at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Right? You judge me. So get the fuck out of it. Anyway. So I already got this like bad taste in my mouth about this guy because they talking shit about me for some reason. I didn't do anything. What'd I do? Huh? Be ugly? I'm sorry. Anyway, so it's them, and then behind them in line is this white guy who has similar to like the Mexican people, this like food stamp worthy level of like groceries, and he was nice as well. And he was like, "You want to get in front of me?" And this is after I saw the guy talking shit about me. So I was like, nah, I don't want to get that close to them. You know what? Because it was already ticked off about it. I'm like, I just got off work. I don't feel like whatever in my mind, whatever scenario I thought in my head. I didn't feel like being angry and really close to this guy, right? So I was like, no, thank you, appreciate it. I can wait. He's like, you sure? Yeah, I'm good. Didn't like a minute and a like I'm exaggerating a little bit, but like a minute and a half go by, right? And they still paying. They just paying for like a donut, and it's taking forever, right? And it's to the point because of course the girl is paying for it. It's always that scenario. It's always hood dude, these like hood couples, and the girl is always paying for everything because the fucking dude is a bum, angry and a bum, fucking piece of shit. But whatever. She's paying for it, and her card keeps declining, right? And to the point where it keeps declining, and she's getting mad at the cashier. And she was saying, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but it's like she was basically blaming the cashier as if she was declining on purpose. The cashier, what goal? What goal? Huh? What are we? Jesus Christ! What would the cashier be getting out of this by declining your stuff multiple times, making her line at fucking 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, her single line because she's working by herself, making her line longer and longer? What the? Just fuck with you, huh? They're like, no, you don't got the money to pay for your donut, which is like $1, right? And it's getting so sad that if they didn't talk shit about me, I would have paid for it. Because I would have accepted the guy's stuff, and I would have just paid for it. It's like, just throw it on my bill, right? It's just $1, right? I'm not stunting on anything, but I got $1, right? I got $1, right? But they was talking shit, so fuck them. Let them suffer. I'm willing to deal with this because the white guy wasn't even going to pay for it. Because look, he's paying for a goddamn army of groceries. He's not going to pay for your stuff too. Eventually, Eventually, the white guy asks again, "Do you want to get in front of me?" I'm like, "Sure, whatever." Now that they're suffering, let me get a real good close look. Like, hey, look at me, the person he was talking shit about. I can pay for my stuff, right? What about you? I'm still not going to pay for it. I'm not going to even look at them. Right. Then eventually, another black dude who was like in a rush, he was like, "I'll pay for it, whatever. Just put it on my stuff." Right. Nice Samaritan, cool. They pay it off, whatever. Right. And when they walk off, I tell the cashier, I was like, I would have paid for it if they weren't talking shit about me, right? And the cashier tells me, and some manager lady or whatever, whoever was running the floor, came from like a cashier from behind her, and I was like, yeah, they were trying to steal the donuts. They got caught. They couldn't pay for it because they ass got caught stealing like 2 donuts. Stealing 2 donuts, right? Lord, talking shit about me. Look at you, stealing donuts. Not even like some special donuts, just regular glazed donuts. I knew he was suspicious because he kept walking away from the cash register and like doing shit like my loss prevention. Remember, I know I talked about the kid who stole the nasty ass fake jerky sticks. I just had the name. I want to say Randy Savage. Randy Savage is always like sponsored it or something like that. Jim sticks, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Jerky sticks. Kid stole it. My loss prevention was just like going off, and every time I seen this dude, he kept walking off. I'm like, he's stealing something. He was trying to steal something, right? Whatever. They got caught, couldn't pay for it in reward, whatever, right? So I thought that was funny. I was like, oh, it's even more pathetic. The black guy was like, damn, if I knew that, I wouldn't have paid for it. It was like, but anyway, pay for my stuff. I'm going outside. I see them. Of course, they like mad at the store, because it's the store's fault that they can't pay for their donut that they was trying to steal, right? So they pulling out of the parking space really fast, like backwards, where they hit one of the carts. And what was crazy, I was thinking about parking in that spot. So it's a very small possibility these fucking assholes could have hit my car in like a universe 2 if I would actually chose to park right there. If I chose to be lazy and like because Judah has the handicap thing on our car, so sometimes I'll park right there. But today I was like, I'm not gonna do that, right? I think it was some carts in the way, so I was like, I'm not gonna move and be fucking lazy. You know what I mean? So I didn't do it, and I was like, they backed up, hit the cart, so that could have been my car, and I thought about that. So at first I was like standing outside of the entrance of the WinCo, waiting on them to stop being dramatic, right? But then they were taking long doing that too. So I chose to like cross the street to like go to my car. And then that's when they start moving. And my dumb ass, instead of just going back to the sidewalk and just waiting, I just kept going. As if, angry niggas can't just be extra. It's very possible that they could have did some vehicular manslaughter on me because of they raggedy ass donuts, right? But they weren't extra. Lucky me, right? They did make it seem like they were like driving, because after I crossed the street, they did kind of burn out a little bit. It's like, oh, you got me. I'm sorry that you couldn't do it, motherfucker. Then I actually recorded a video of it on my TikTok. I didn't get the whole thing, but they started, no pun intended, they started doing donuts in the WinCo parking lot. They just started doing donuts. Like, bro, that's why I was saying that niggas just who angry just be doing extra shit for no reason. It's like, yo, you not only you didn't get the police called on you or nothing. Somebody paid for your donuts. Just go home. All right, take your fucking L and go. Both of y'all lost. It's not like the dude lost in front of his girl. Both of y'all lost for being who y'all are, right? Don't take it out on the store. The store didn't do shit. So they doing donuts, like an excessive amount of donuts in this open space in the parking lot, because it's empty, because it's like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, right? And they burn out. I took a video, blah blah blah, right? Funny. man. But yeah, man, it's I'm trying my best. Hopefully get this sickness out of the way. Yeah, obviously it doesn't stop me from fucking talking constantly, right? I'm actually enjoying some stuff while I wait for Peak to get finished. I stopped. Unfortunately, I stopped. I didn't quit. By the way, I do want to, because I'm hitting that weird wall. Because I know the last episode, which was like a month ago, as of this recording, I recorded like a month ago. I was talking about doing Python and then going to cybersecurity and stuff like that. And since then, I've gotten 3 certifications for cybersecurity intro and some other 2 other things, right? And right now, I pause. I'm pausing right now because I can take my time. Even though they got deadlines on like quizzes, I can take my time. Last week I chose to just pause because I was hitting this wall, not because the stuff is hard. It's how I learn things, and I don't know if I don't re-listen to a lot of the episodes outside of editing. So I don't know if I said this before, but just how I learn stuff is through like on the job, or like a lot of projects or something that means something. And I got to see some type of like result out of my work. So, and the same thing is happening. I think if the same thing happened with Python, if I said that, it's kind of happening again with cybersecurity. The thing is, with cybersecurity, it's not necessarily hard. It's not the job. The thing isn't hard. It's a lot of information that they're throwing at you, and I can remember these terms, and it is kind of going from point A to point B, and now we're talking about this. Now we're talking about the infrastructure of how routers and firewalls are built and stuff like that. And then it goes straight to like policies of shit like that, whatever, right? Shit that don't make sense when you just say them shit back to back to back to back to back to back. It don't make sense. So that's why I paused for a second because I was kind of stressing because I'm like, I need to if I need to keep doing this, I need to wait until after peak, after Amazon peak, because me being this exhausted and trying to take in all this information is not fucking working for me right now. So I'm gonna give it another chance in like a week or two right now, and see if this information kind of like sticks or at least tolerable until I can find a job doing this, and then I know once I get it, because I'm a very, I don't know if this sounds egotistic or not, but I know I'm like I'm like a jack of all trades. I'm not really great at at things, but like I can learn it pretty well and get the job done. Like you teach me, as long as it's not unnecessarily complicated, I can learn it and get the job done. I'm a great worker, right? And I think that'll be the work same way we're here with like my history with computers and stuff like that. I know I can do stuff with cybersecurity and be in the help desk and all that good stuff. I just need I just need that. I need the action, right? I don't need to learn about guns. I need to shoot them. You get what I'm saying? But so while I'm paused in schooling, I I getting back to like watching movies and stuff again. So that's why the casual enjoyer is coming back. I watched all Men in Black movies. By the time this comes out, that would have came out. So hopefully you go and listen to that as well. I watched all three of the original Men in Black. Enjoyed it. I talk about it on the casual enjoyer. I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Didn't think I would like that game. I've heard a lot of good stuff, but I didn't think I'd be into like a Western game. But now I'm going through like this Western kick now. I'm playing Red Dead 2, which fictional Western history. It's fun. I see the appeal is it's like this weird freedom fantasy. You know what I mean? Riding horses, you gathering stuff, herbs and stuff. You cooking, you're hunting. You got the story. It's a lot of stuff in this little game that came out like what 6 years ago or something like that. It's really fun, really slow if depending on how you travel around the place, stuff like that. But it's really fun. And surprisingly, like I said, I wasn't sure if I would enjoy it. I should do a casual enjoy on this show, on this game, especially compared it to Starfield. I know I talked about Starfield on a couple of blurs, and I was super excited. And then once it came out, I didn't talk about it. I didn't talk about Starfield at all because it was an aight game. It was okay. Glad I didn't buy it. I did buy it early to get early access, but it was like $30 or something. But I'm glad I didn't pay 70. Glad I didn't pay 70 because it's definitely a game, and I guess I got to talk about it on the casual enjoyer. I guess, huh? Why do I separate all these shows? Why don't just do it? I don't know. Whatever. But like I said, I really enjoyed Red Dead 2. Surprisingly, I really like the game right now. I'm finna play it right now. What time is it? It is almost 6:30. The kid's about to leave. Oh yeah, I guess me and Judah watching Lawman Bass Reeves. We watching that. That's a really good show. Same with the Red Dead. It's kind of slow because it's Western and all that stuff. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. But it's an enjoyable show. And it's real. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna edit that episode I was talking about that got lost and I re-recorded. Unless I re-listen to it and I don't like it. But yeah, whatever. Here's that side of the episode. Enjoy. Remember, you can leave a voicemail or you can send a text message to 725-999-2704 or send an email to the blerdspod@gmail.com, THEBLERDZPOD@gmail.com. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for listening. Here, enjoy the rest of this lost episode. Peace. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Holmes Podcast. Y'all finna get a very, very short episode because I recorded for like 30 minutes already. It was a good episode. I actually enjoyed the topics I was talking about, and for some reason, my recorder, I with good thing I didn't like record it, and then what I usually do, I wait a few days because like so I don't like burn myself out, right? Uh, but this time, what I've been doing is just taking it off immediately and then sitting on the computer and then blah, 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 whatever, and I come back to it. But I chose to do it. Is that a spider? Hold on. All right. Yeah, it was a spider. I don't know what the fuck happened. Whatever. What I talked about, because it was, I know I remember one of the topics I forgot from the last episode where I was talking about rebuilding Texas, and I remembered about the perfect day. That's what it was. It was supposed to be the perfect day. I was having a really good day at work, and I knew it was gonna get ruined because morning shift was gonna come in, bitching and complaining. That's all they're gonna do, right? Cause and I basically I was like, oh, I can't take people who wake up with the sun seriously. Like people who wake up with no alarm, wake up with peace and shit, wake up with a family, be able to conversate, have breakfast with them, watch them go to the school bus or whatever, watch the news, I said breakfast already. I said morning shift had like they have bathrobes. It's not even for like getting out the shower. They just have bathrobes and like matching fluffy house shoes and stuff like that, and just kind of like scoot around the house. They got time to think, right? But here we are at nighttime. It don't matter how much time, how much sleep you get, 2, 4, 6, 8. It don't matter. It's like with the alarm, it's always gonna be sporadic. You always gonna wake up groggy. It doesn't matter because you gonna go to sleep with the sun and wake up at night. It's so it takes a lot out of you, right? And then so I basically I was ranting about that, and then I found out LeBron got a museum, and I couldn't figure that out. This is probably the only part of the podcast or original recording because I kept repeating myself, but I just didn't understand why he had a museum while he's alive. Like that's the one thing. Him, Taylor Swift, and like some other people. I tried to look it up, but couldn't really figure it out. It's just weird. Is it not weird? Am I the only one? Because it's not like I'm hating. It's like whatever, cool. Because in a way he does deserve it because he got all these foundations and these charities and all the stuff that he does. He has a school. Yeah, whatever, cool. Hey, you can have a museum. It's just you can go to your own museum. That's weird. Is that not weird? It's a little egotistic. And even if it wasn't his decision, you still can be like, hey, maybe don't build that statue of me. You know what I mean? It's like it's strange. Man, this whole thing kind of got me scared. I don't want to talk for too long, and then I'll go to stop it, and it don't save it again. If it don't save it again, I don't know. I didn't drop this one. I dropped the other one. It's not even old. I take care of my stuff. It's just like, oh my god. I think just man-made stuff. It got, you know how like expression, you know how like when the first time you seen like an expiration date on a water bottle, you're like, for what? Like, I feel like it's the same thing with technology. They build it in such a way, even if you take care of it, keep it in a box or whatever, you turn it on a certain amount of times, it's just set to kill itself. It's like, in the beginning of this episode, I'm probably gonna edit it in. I had a reaction to my friend who fell down a mountain.
Yeah, this is Winslow Dasherton. I'm gonna tell you my story of how I fell down the mountain. Well, I'm not sure if it's like a fall or like it's like a really, really very, very aggressive slide. Anyway, I was up on the mountain recording the sunrise and everything of that nature, and of course I was not prepared with the right attire. I was wearing Crocs, which is a no go, and they were not in sport mode. Anyway, so I was recording sunrise and all that hot shit. It's still a little dark out there because, it's not really too much lighting and whatnot. And I slipped on a rock. So after I slept on that rock, I just started tumbling down. Now, granted, I still have my blanket and my book bag and everything on me, so like they're like cushioning my fall. It's like I'm like tumbling down the fucking mountain, and I'm grabbing for rocks, and I did hit a rock, which was great, grabbing on that, but that rock was a shit. So after that rock pretty much let loose, then I kept tumbling some more, started sliding. Phone fell out my pocket, wallet fell out my pockets, fucking I was just sliding and just tumbling until like I hit another rock, and then that rock actually stopped me for a little bit, and I was like, great, cool. I just fell like 40 fucking feet down a motherfucking mountain. And this is why black people shouldn't be out here in the first place. Like, what the fuck was I doing outside in a mountain fucking trying to record a fucking sunrise? And it's dark as hell out there. So anyway, that was fun. I had to try to find my phone and my wallet, which took me about a clean 15 minutes. But anyway, the moral of the story is, don't go climbing a mountain wearing Crocs. And if you do, at least put them in sports mode. And that's my story.
He fell down a mountain, and I'm pretty sure it's in Vegas. And if he talking about because it's weird. It's like the mountains are like way out there. Because I remember living next to one, and it had like this like weird empty space in front of it, which is the desert. It was like eerily empty. It's like if it's no light out there, it's nighttime. It's fucking pitch black over there, right? And you got scorpions and shit like that. I'm not getting nowhere close to that shit, right? And always thought it's also I was always scared because there was so much space. Like, oh, it's landmines over there. Like any open space that you don't see people walking around too much, it's like it's a landmine over there. Somebody's gonna get their legs blown off. And the mountains always seem like it's close, but they like miles away. And so it's always baffled me when I opened up Facebook and I found out the dude from the voicemail, he had posted like, "Oh, I fell down a mountain." just just imagine phones and wallets and the shoes go pop up in the air like a cartoon. It's hilarious. Like and I'm only making jokes about it because I waited a few weeks to make sure he was actually okay. I'm a good friend. Now I'm gonna exploit it. Plus, it's the same dude that woke me up at 3 in the morning for birth control. So me, a single straight man, what the hell I'm a fucking dude with a birth control. So he deserves whatever the fuck I joke about. All right. Hey man, you got birth control, man. Oh yeah, sure. Let me just pull it out of my ass. Yeah, fucking. Life is weird, man. Life is weird. You could just random Wednesday morning, you chilling, eating breakfast, and then you open up Facebook, you found out your friend died. It's like, whoa, what did he do? He fell down a mountain. Why was he up there? That would have been a strange conversation, man, because I would have had to go to his funeral. It's like, why was he up the mountain? Everybody, that would be the main question, You gotta get the goddamn Ouija board, ask him, like, why were you up there? DK. Oh yeah, I had a rant about this dude at work. He wasn't really that funny. It was just he kept trying to compare me to this dude in the NFL, uh, Ezekiel Elliott or something like that. He's like, you just look like him, and I was like, I don't watch football. And he went on this like 15-minute rant about like just football. I told the dude I don't know shit about football, but he just kept naming off people. And this dude worked for the Patriots, and they went against them. And I was like, huh? Yeah, I just couldn't figure out how to get the fuck away from the conversation, right? And then at the end, after like I'm not even bullshit, after like 10 minutes of yapping, he said, "Oh yeah, I'm a bit of an introvert." I'm like, before when? Cause not anymore. Cause bullshit. You've got to fucking fooled me, sir. You introvert my ass. I know. I don't know. I guess I give people safety zone, or because he didn't talk to me for the rest of the day. He didn't talk at all for the rest of the day. So he might have used his whole social battery on me, and I don't know if I should be like honored. It's like, oh, cool. I don't fucking know, man. But yeah, man. Damn, I'm really mad. I'm really mad that that happened, man. I lost a whole recording. That sucks. Hopefully, I don't lose this one. If I lose this one, uh, well, I don't know why I'm gonna say, oh, y'all won't hear from me again for a minute, because y'all won't be able to hear this one. So, sorry for the short episode, but I don't feel like fucking talking. I already just got off work. I got off work. I already had planned. Uh, Judah went to dialysis early, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record right now. Had a good ass episode, house quiet or whatever, and boom, no recording. Oh, I'm gonna walk into traffic anyway. Thanks for listening. Send your funny stories to blurds, the blurds pod at gmail.com, THEBLERDZPOD at gmail.com. Send your funny emails there. Or you got a voicemail, you got 3 minutes. Or you know what? Every smartphone got it. Just like record whatever your voicemail you want to on your voice memo, whatever. Yeah, it will either be on iPhone or Android, whatever. Save it and send it to theblurdspod at gmail.com, and I'll listen to it and put it on the show. Boom. Let's see if it made it. See y'all later.